You do realize there's like 9 other people. Hello.
There's 9 other people streaming. Is that what you were saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's okay though. I still want to do my daily for November because I said I would do it, and I only missed the one day, and I'm trying to make it be just the one day. So.
I mean, you've done 2 on Tuesdays too, so.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we are live, and holy cow, yeah, there was 2 streaming when I was getting scheduled, and now they're just people that I'm subscribed to. There's like 6. It's okay. We'll probably have people show up eventually.
When no one else, the accountability might make some of us get something done. Probably not.
Right. I'm gonna eat a cheese stick. It took me like half the day today to clean up after Thanksgiving dinner because it was so late last night that I was like, yeah, I'm going to bed. I'm not doing this. I put the food away and I finished carving the turkey and put that away, and then I just left all the dishes for today.
Yeah, that's kind of what we did.
I did nothing today. Like, I played on Pinterest. My house is an absolute wreck, and I should have spent all day cleaning or being creative because that's what I wanted to do. And instead, I just played on Pinterest and read romance novels, and now I'm playing Don't Starve.
Well, you're usually super productive in some way, so you deserve to have a day off.
Right, that was part of my goal for November. Is I needed to have like 2 whole ass days off, and today is my second. So,
Nice. Yes, you did. I just haven't put it on the playlist yet because I've been busy, but that is one of my first things to do during the stream, actually. So, you did email it to me.
Oh, it's aggravating me.
Hey, Jennifer, how are you? I'm good. I hope you're good, too. Noah, do you want to come say hi? There's Amber and Haley. You want to come say hi? She's eating a cold hot dog and a cheese stick.
Dinner of champions for kids.
Oh my god, that's gonna bug me this whole stream if this does not fix itself.
Is it just a wrinkle?
Yeah, it's where the corner meets the bookshelf, and it's just
no.
It's never done that before.
Hi. You want to stay on my lap? Okay, you can stay up here for a few minutes. Whew.
It's because my computer bag is there, and it's like creating a wrinkle.
Wait, before you go, say hi, Amber. Say hi, Amber. Okay, fine, go. Sometimes I don't know what she actually wants because she's wanted back on my lap, and then like 2 seconds later she wanted to leave. Like,
there we go. Just
make up your mind.
Oh, that didn't. That's gonna bug me. It's like a wrinkle in time. Stop it. It's bugging. Okay, we're just gonna keep my elbows out.
Just sit like this. You can't even see it with your elbow in the way.
Yeah, the second I look.
Just don't lean to the side.
That's okay. I'm writing today, so I'll just focus on the words.
Jordan sent me a TikTok yesterday and said that would be a good question to ask on your stream relating to books, but instead of saying that you've ever read, I'm going to change it to that you've ever written. So that'll be our first question after the usual of what do you need to reach your goal today and what's your word count and all that jazz.
I'm not sure what my word count's at because I haven't checked it since I quit writing, a little bit here and there. But I've written 245 for the day so far. So.
I already said what I'm doing for the day. So.
So you're good to go. Okay. Well, for me, I'm going to work on Amber's book because I didn't get to work on it as much as I wanted to today because I had to clean after Thanksgiving. So I'm going to work on this until I finish the chapter I was on, and then I'm going to work on other stuff. So yeah, that's my goal. What about the people in the comments?
Dude, I actually slept in till I didn't go to bed till 2 a.m., so that's one thing. But I didn't wake up till 11, and I was perfectly okay with it. I figured work hours would make me so used to getting up at 5 or 6 that I would do it, but I was like, no.
Right.
I woke up at 10 and just watched TikToks till 11:30, and then decided we had to get up for the day.
Perfectly good use of time. I haven't been spending as much time on TikTok as I used to because I've been spending a lot more time playing Minecraft lately. But I'm still wasting too much time either way. Okay, I just opened all the millions of streams, so yay.
Yeah, I got the 245 during DK's last sprint. She's doing one right now, but
Okay, let's see. Nobody said anything about the question. So I'm going to put up the other question, which is, what's the most effed up scene you've ever written? Spill all the tea. And then while you think about that question, we're going to do a sprint. And Spence can come back to us doing a sprint. I put it on the screen, right? Okay, yes, because I've forgotten lately sometimes to do that. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, there's our first print done. How did everybody do?
I got 453.
Nice. I emailed the people that did not yet send me the link for the write-a-thon, and then I did my bullet journal stuff, and then I was about to start your book. And we had Chandra join us. Hello, Chandra. How are? If it'll let me click on the goddamn thing. What the hell? Okay, there it goes. Hello, Chandra. I clicked on it like 3 times and it wouldn't do anything.
I did mom stuff. And played Don't Starve.
Okay. You know what, Haley? You might have shared
Totally
that with me ages ago. I can't remember now.
I made it and then I sent it to Meadow and I crossed it off my list.
It's okay. I'm gonna add it to the playlist now. Okay. All right. Chandra got 44 words. Yay. I'm eating chocolate-covered coffee beans.
So good.
Indeed. What's up? Drink some of it. Noelle stole a soda earlier, and she can't open it very well. So she used her teeth and pulled the tab. Stay here. Pulled the tab just a little bit, enough for the soda to squirt into her mouth. She kept spraying it up her nose. And it's like, that's what you get since you stole it.
Today. That was as exciting as it got around here.
No, you can't have this one. You want this?
Why he puked?
Yeah, it goes in your nose.
Because he ate breakfast, he ate lunch, he had popcorn, and apparently too much water. Because that's what he threw up, was just popcorn and water.
It expanded in his stomach some more.
Something. But he's just been feeling real low and slow all day. But immediately after he threw it up, he was like, "Can I have a snack?" It took him 5 minutes to process the trauma of puking. He was like, "You have a snack?" No, you threw up. Go lay down. He felt well enough to eat dinner and kept that down. So I don't know what it was. The popcorn didn't want to be ate today. I'm glad I didn't finish it after. I'm done.
I'm gonna go visit my grandma on Sunday, but she's probably gonna be mad at me because I didn't go over there for Thanksgiving. Family drama isn't the best.
So far away.
All right, now for the question: what's the most epic thing you've ever written? Does anybody?
Well, messed up in what way?
I don't. It's up to your interpretation.
I think so far mine has been in book 1, Unknown Love, near the end, the Dan Mock is trying to kill her slowly by taking her energy, and just the feel of your energy being gone, because the way I described it is slowly a feeling of like stone came over her where she just couldn't breathe, she couldn't talk, she just kind of like your worst nightmare of not being able to move but see everything around you.
Mhm.
And you know you only have like a certain amount of time before you're gone, and there's nothing you can do about it.
I don't know. I'm a pretty squishy individual, so most of the stuff I write tends to be tame by comparison to a lot of stuff.
Mm.
There's a scene in a book I'm turning into a series of short stories. And that book, a lot of weird stuff happens. But it's more that I'm not very good at describing the way things look and seem, but I got a really good descriptive way to define smells. So I lean into that a lot. So whenever any of my characters are running into like the ancient Cthulhu demon thingies that inhabit my world, there is a very distinct, sickly sweet smell, like honeyed ham left in the sun for 3 days. And it's the kind of smell that like immediately triggers the gag reflex, and I reference it a lot.
Gross, but a valid answer to the question. I think
what these things are, and like, because it's for the characters who are alive now, it's just the smell, because seeing it tends to like lead to your death. So if you've encountered one and you smelled that smell just like randomly out in the wild, that like something died here smell, it might not be something that died.
Maybe you're about to die.
Mm-hmm. If you don't go back out the way you came across.
Makes sense.
All done.
There's a scene I'm about to write that's pretty messed up. And it's the main character finding a decomposing body in the library she works at every day.
Gross.
Yeah.
Sandra says, goes to stick Cunningham in the sun.
Yeah. Liquefied rot meat.
I definitely know the rotted meat smell, but not like sickly sweet like honeyed ham would be.
Like once it gets to a point where it started to ferment too, like really old rot. Like you can make bread and how much fermentation's going on here.
Again, I reiterate, gross.
Don't do it, but that's the smell we're dealing with.
I'm trying to think of the most fucked up thing I've written. Because my book, my main project is a murder mystery, so I have like dead bodies and serial killers and murdering and all sorts of stuff.
I gotta say, I got an idea, and it won't be used in any of these books in this series, but I did write it down. And it's kind of weird I'm even saying this. Because life stuff happens and you're like a normal person be like, what the fuck? But so I live in a campground, and we were going to my neighbors across the way and to talk to him today, and there was a cop and two people. And I was like, okay, that's weird. Like maybe he like followed them into the campground or whatever to give them a ticket. But when we came back out from talking to him, there was a medical examiner's van there, and we found out that two people had died in the camper. but we don't know like how long they had been there or anything like that. And so it's still kind of a mystery because two people, you automatically think like they killed each other or something. But probably going to end up using that like and twist it into some malicious malcontent way later on. I don't know. It gave me ideas. And like what the whole scene looks like of somebody getting discovered.
I have quite a few. Oh,
yeah, she froze. She froze and then she disappeared.
I have quite a few like on page things that are kind of fucked up. Like one character witnesses another character being shot in the head. Although that character that got shot was immortal and it was fine. The other character didn't know that at the time, and it was horrifying.
Yeah.
As well as the main character earlier on in the book getting brutally attacked and nearly strangled to death by a werewolf. That's pretty fucked up.
See, I got real life screwed up stuff that I could use in books and probably will later on. I just gotta figure out how to work them for a story.
Noelle's putting pants on by herself.
Aww.
Do you need help or you got it? You got it?
It's a sound car.
Yeah, there's cars outside.
It's a boom.
That's where the cars are. They're outside.
It's a boom.
And Jordan's calling me again. Hello, darling.
Nice to see you. It's been a long time.
Look, it's 140, but I'd prefer more than that if you can spare it. Like 200 or more if you can. I just like pay extra. Okay, we'll do whatever you can. 140. Well, it's 130, but I was trying to round up so that you would pay more.
Should have just told him it was the 240.
Okay. That's for my credit card payment. He's at the store getting our check for our rent and stuff, and he was asking how much he needed to get out for my credit card payment. She's back, but I can't click on her yet. She's back.
Yeah, my computer decided the Wi-Fi needed to be turned off all of a sudden.
Your Wi-Fi comes back a lot quicker than mine does.
Well, the Wi-Fi wasn't down. It was just my computer being like, yeah, we're done.
You don't need to be on the internet anymore today.
Yeah.
I swear, I never last year had problems with that. And I thought they were coming from inside the house. But they're actually coming from like the vent outside. When my mom opens it. They're attracted to all the lights in here. So if you see me just randomly clapping.
Chandra wrote a whole scene where a girl finds her mom dying that an alpha reader was like, why did you write that?
Because I could.
Most of mine are rated R and not safe for work, so it depends on the definition of messed up. And then an oh wow to what Amber was saying.
Yeah, I missed all of it, and I'm a little disappointed.
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Dead people in the neighborhood today.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I think we could move on to another sprint.
Yes, yes. I'd like to get a couple thousand before I go to bed tonight. We'll see if that happens.
Amber, would you like to do the battle cry?
Sure. In 3, 2, 1, sprint!
right, there's our second sprint done. How did everybody do? Jordan got home. He's making noise back there. And Sarah popped in to say hi and give a like. Thank you. I also was in watching your stream and gave that a like. And I still have it open, but yes.
Hello. I'm back. Mr. Spence came home.
Hello.
And he asked me to go on video until after he went to bed. Because he has to pass behind me like several times and is not wearing a shirt and doesn't want that on the internet.
Understandable. I have been going through on Amber's book and replacing all of the apostrophes with curly apostrophes for the last few chapters I have left. And then I have to do the same to all of the quotes. It just takes a while to do it.
Wouldn't that be something that like the formatter does, or?
I usually do it just because it gets missed. It's usually one of the things that gets missed because they're not really looking at that. So I'd rather have it done now and then not have to worry about it later. Chandra got 305 and got a good scene started. Awesome. I wonder where Amber went. Well, let's see if I can come up with another question to ask everybody. Okay, I got it. Okay. Click. Okay. What tense and POV is your work in progress, and how did you decide that tense and POV? My nano project is a third person past tense, and I decided third person because I have two main characters and I wanted to be able to focus on both of them without having to do first person for two different people.
I've got past tense.
Third person past tense?
Because my like inner monologue, I retelling voice sounds really juvenile. So I will write one in first person past tense at some point so I can like get over that.
Yeah, you just gotta practice. My main work in progress, my series, is in first person past tense because it's that story is very, very character driven versus plot. Like it's like 60% character driven and like 40% plot. So I focus a lot on the main character and what she thinks about and stuff. So that's why I chose first person for that, because I wanted to have an easier time getting into her head. It can be limiting though, because there's scenes that I want to write that I can't because she would not be there.
Hope you hang up the curtain thing.
And I can't write scenes that she's not there for. So
one of my favorite books is Outlander, and the first two are exclusively first person past tense.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third one is a combination of first person and third person past tense, which is, it really bugs me.
Yeah, I add
and
in
reasons to justify changing it into third person for just everybody. And it doesn't, because the first two books are get framed as her retelling the story of what happened. And then by the third one, we're basically caught up. And then we're going to this other person's point of view after she's told the story.
Okay.
And you get some really, really great writing out of the third person part. Like the opening line and the whole first 2 pages of the third book in the series, Voyager, just warms my like Catholic little heart in the funniest way possible. Because the first line is about he was dead, but his nose hurt, which he thought was odd given the circumstances. And then he's trying to piece together where he is and regretting not paying enough attention in the catechisms to be like, I don't think they actually covered this. But he's not dead, but like that's just his mental state when he wakes up at the beginning of the third book. I'm like, I'm here for all of this.
I love it. I have not read the books. I've only seen the show. So I don't know. But my sister, Outlander is her favorite book and book series. So
1, 2, and 3 are my favorite. I have never enjoyed reading a book so much as I enjoyed reading the third, despite the weird point of view intense thing. But it was just so freaking fun.
I decided to add in other character points of view for the second book onward of my series. And I was struggling to decide if I wanted to keep just the main character in first person and do all the other points of view in third. But I started writing the other point of view in first person. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, you should have looked Outlander too.
Oh, sweet. Hi, baby girl.
I really didn't like the fourth one on. Like, the first 3 just told a whole complete story so perfectly well. I loved it. And then the fourth one was just like a major disappointment.
No, that's not how we ask for things. Is that how we ask for things? Do we just say gimme?
No, please.
There. All right, that's enough. I don't want you having too much sugar this late at night. Go watch cartoons with Dad. Daddy went upstairs to change. Why don't you go up there and bug him?
No. No.
She's too good of a child sometimes.
Yeah,
I like it.
Good. It's pretty funny. I don't like the stuff in America though. Like he makes it a little bit more okay. Roger's kind of a knob, but the books are a lot more dense than the show is. You get a lot more of all of their relationships, and you get a lot more of Lord John, and it's so worth it. It's very heartbreaking.
Jordan's putting an antenna on the TV so that we can get cable, I guess.
Quote unquote cable.
Yeah. I thought he went upstairs, but he's still in the living room. I have so much cleaning I have to do tomorrow because Noel has trashed my house once again.
My kid like slept on the couch all day basically, and I still have so much cooking to do.
Chandra said third person past tense for them as well. When I don't know what your pronouns are, I usually go with them. So if you want to tell me what your pronouns are, that would be great. I wonder where Amber went. Strange. Ouch. Had a whole rant about some random fact from one of the books, though. Okay. What's the super random fact from one of the books? Because now I'm curious. And while you take the time to type that up, we're going to do another sprint.
First, though, is it the fact that in the first one she makes reference to like her insistence that she's not going to wear a corset, and then basically goes on to explain how they would make like actual period accurate stays, because that keeps me up at night.
Wait, what? Okay. Chandra's pronouns are she, her. Wonderful. That's what I was assuming, but I wasn't totally sure, so.
In the very first book, she gets somewhere with like a ruined outfit, and the first thing they do is like make her a new dress because you gotta have something to wear. And then she's like, because I staunchly refuse to wear a corset, and then goes on like a little paragraph about how they made the dress so that way it did the same thing as stays would have done. But the whole thing takes place in the 1700s, where they would have worn stays, and so the word corset was bad, and the fact that she wouldn't have worn it was stupid, and the show fixed it.
Yeah, I don't remember an argument about that at all in the show.
Yeah, in the show she just puts it on and deals with it, and like goes running and like up and down stairs and functions how like a person would function.
And when she goes back again after like the 20-year separation, and she goes back and she made her own outfit out of her raincoats, and made her own stays with a zipper and stuff, like,
that's not how it went in the book. In the book, she just like goes and buys one at a like costume shop, and like the showrunners were even like, she lived there for 4 years. She knows this wouldn't fly.
she's got to make it look at least somewhat realistic.
Yeah. And like the zippered stays, I want them, like, you could buy those at Torrid. Basically.
Okay, Chandra says, there's a part where she talks about putting honey in Lord John's eye because it's antibacterial and how it was soothing. Honey burns like the fire of the devil, and it's defo not soothing. Oh, goodness.
The things I prioritize versus other people.
What do you mean?
They got her underwear wrong. They got potentially painful medicine wrong. Yeah, that matters too.
I mean, I feel like the show does a pretty good job of kicking out the inaccurate or bad stuff then, because the show's like, I haven't really had any complaints. Like, there are some minor inaccuracies in the costumes, but not noticeable enough for a like, actually costumer to notice.
And like seasons 1 and 2 are really well costumed. The costume dress bomb is just fantastic. I love her. She is amazing. I don't think she did all of season 3, but season 3 was at least done like really intentionally, in that she wore the one costume most of the time, and it was made in the like 60s. So any inaccuracies in that are obviously because she made it in the 60s. But there are some issues with the later seasons after Terry left. Like
stop it.
The princess themes that go west, like that. Sugar rush for small kids, never fun for grown-ups. I mean,
She keeps trying to play with Amber's book, and I don't want her to because I still need it. And so she's starting to throw a tantrum because I won't give it to her.
That's fair.
No, you don't get to have the book. Nope, you don't get to have the book. We had Lizzie join us. Hello, Lizzie.
Lizzie.
Chandra says, I think that's why it surprised me so much and made me more paranoid about my own writing. Got grounded on Thanksgiving and fell asleep during handwriting, but is back and ready to get the book done tomorrow. Yay! I'm sorry that you got grounded. Fell asleep on 2 chapters. So that's 2 chapters. I have no idea what happens. All right. Well, on that note, we're going to do another sprint.
Sprint. Maybe Amber will be back by the end of this one.
Hopefully. Noelle's on the floor throwing a tantrum, kicking the table.
Good luck with that.
I don't know if you can see my camera shaking a little bit. But she's kicking the table.
Hey, sorry, I've got a family issue. I've got to go.
Okay. I hope
Sorry.
everything's well.
Yeah, just some bullshit with the horse and this table. We
Okay.
gotta talk out.
All right.
Alright. I'm not even gonna worry about it. So, I love all of you.
Bye.
I will see you tomorrow.
Well, and then there were 2. And we'll do a sprint. I hope everything's well with Amber.
Yep.
Go! I accidentally clicked it already. Okay, there's our third sprint done. How did everybody do? I finished all the quotes and apostrophes, making them
Yay.
curly. I finally got sick of it and just hit replace all, even though it's going to be annoying for Amber to have to go through the ones that were already curly, but it was more annoying for me. So, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah, I just played more Don't Starve and munched on chips. Mm-hmm.
A wonderful use of time. We had Megan stop by. Hello. Can't Megan is in
Her
Charlie's stream,
go
so
forever.
They can't stay, but that's okay. Charlie's streams do go for like a million years. But Kelly Martin's stream ended. Charlie's still going. DK, that's not what her name was. HK Darkwood is still going. And Sarah is done. And
yeah, HK
the
is
Word
going
Nerd is
for
still
like
going.
10 hours, allegedly.
Oh, wow. I used to do streams that long. I don't really do that
I'm going
anymore.
to do one that long at least every month for the Don't Starve writing challenge, because as long as I'm drafting something,
Right.
it's going to be really fun and nightmare inducing.
I'm gonna consider doing like an all day stream, like from the moment I wake up to the right before I go to bed. I don't know if I would do them super often, but I'm considering maybe doing that, because then I can do sprints whenever I have to get up and do chores or whatever, and chat otherwise. What's up, kiddo? You want to sit on my lap? Say hi, Haley. She's being really grumpy today. She's having a tough
it's hard being
day
a kid.
existing.
It's hard being a toddler.
Yeah.
Well,
She's been grumpy since she woke up this morning. And she slept until 10 o'clock because she stayed up till dinner time yesterday, which you know when that was. And she went to bed at like 11, slept until 10. She played peekaboo with you. She says teekaboo. So she slept until 10, and then I got her up and was getting her food and stuff, and she was refusing to eat her food. And then Jordan came home for lunch, and she started throwing a tantrum because I wouldn't give her a candy cane. And because I told her you can't have candy cane until you eat your lunch because you need regular food first. And she's throwing a tantrum and would not stop for like 30 minutes. So Jordan said, she's obviously tired. Go put her in her room and see if she'll take a nap. And she did. She did take a nap. And she'd only been awake for like an hour.
Yeah, today's just a hard day.
Yeah. And she's been awake since about 1 o'clock because it was like 1:15-ish when I went up to check on her, and she woke up when I opened the door. She's been awake since then, but she's still been really cranky all day. The whole time she's been awake, she's been cranky. So, and it's not bedtime yet for another like 45 minutes.
Oof.
Yeah.
I let my kid go to bed an hour early.
Well, if she's really tired, I'll let her go to bed early. But I try to keep her going to bed at 8, or like where I start getting her ready for bed at 8, and put her to bed no later than 8:30 if I'm able to, because that's when it has usually been. And I'm trying to keep her on schedule, because when I put her to bed at 8 to 8:30, she wakes up around 8:30 to 9. So then that means if I get up at 8:30, I'm trying to get up at 8, but if I get up at 8 or 8:30, then that gives me a little bit of time to like
be a person
myself.
Or you have to be a mom.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I try to keep her awake till at least 8 and then put her to bed, but it doesn't always work out. Honestly, if she keeps a bad attitude, she's going to bed on the next sprint.
Yeah, we recently moved Minnie Spence's bedtime from 8:30 to 9, like 8:39. And it does not make a difference how early he gets up, but it makes getting him to go to bed easier.
Sorry, Jordan just walked into the bathroom and found a mess that I forgot about. He's like, holy shit, did you leave her up here by herself? Oh, shit, I forgot about that. She basically, so I got a brand new package of pads because I was on my period. And she went up there and pulled them all out and lined them up on the floor. And didn't like, she opened a couple of them, but most of them she just lined up on the floor. But I was busy cleaning the kitchen at the time, and so I like brought her downstairs with me because she was gone for like 5 minutes, and I like went looking for her because I was like, where did she go? And she was in the bathroom doing that, and so I brought her down with me, and she like, you know, she got in trouble and stuff, and then I forgot because I was gonna go back up after I was done with the kitchen to clean it up, and I forgot. So George just walked in the bathroom. Holy shit! All my pads are lined up on the floor.
That's delightful. That's like quality kid stuff right there.
Yeah, and like at least she didn't like, she opened like 2 or 3 of them, I think, but and I'll have to throw those ones away because like once they're open, I'm not really gonna put that in my underwear. Mm-hmm. But the rest of them are fine because they're still closed.
Yeah, we recently moved Minnie Spence's bedtime from like 8 to 9-ish, while simultaneously making the rule where like at 7:30-ish he can't watch TV anymore.
Okay.
Like no screens for Minnie Spence after 7:30 because the blue light. And that he gets to watch stuff when he's in bed because he is like me and cannot sleep and rest if there is not something chattering at him in comforting tones. But at like 8 o'clock, he's begging to go to bed. And it's like, nope. Play. What's your choice? Diversify your interests.
I need to probably lower Noelle's screen time, but when I'm trying to get work done during the day, it's the only thing that keeps her busy.
It's like for us, it's just that time of night because he is a screen boy. He is an indoor kid. He is a TV kid. He likes his video games. He likes his, TV time. But I got sick of it being all day, and I figured at like 7:30 to 9 o'clock, I could handle that amount of time. Because, like, if nothing else, I can just go clean the kitchen and ask him to help me, and he will be like, "Now I'm gonna go play with Legos." That's right, you will.
Okay, so Lizzie said that somehow reminds me of my kitten stealing my mom's tapoon during work in her office and her telling me to come upstairs and steal it back. Corrected herself with tampon, what the heck me? And they said, I don't even know what a tapoon is. So I looked it up. And a tapoon is a piece of wood or sheet metal fitted into a ditch to dam up the water as to overflow a field.
Neat.
So there you go. Kitties are so silly. Okay, I'm gonna start another sprint, and then I gotta go figure out something to make for food for Jordan for dinner because he's asked me like 3 times since he got home what's for dinner, and I haven't cooked anything yet.
Tell him he's on his own.
I was planning on eating Thanksgiving leftovers because like one of my favorite things with the leftover turkey is to make a turkey sandwich with just white bread, mayonnaise, and turkey. And if I'm feeling fancy, I'll add cheese. It's like my favorite thing ever. It's so good. And I was just going to make a sandwich and maybe heat up some of the mashed potatoes or something. But he apparently wants me to cook something. So I got to go look at what I can cook. Ooh. All right, let's do a sprint.
Yeah, I had pizza rolls for dinner tonight, and we're getting like fried chicken tomorrow because you don't cook any other day this week. Like, I'll be back to cooking on Monday. I gotta make my meal tomorrow, but
yeah, I have stuff I can cook. I just don't really want to cook because I cooked all day yesterday. So
Right?
yeah. All right. Do you want to do the battle cry?
Sure.
Okay, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. Sprint!
All right, there's another sprint done. We had HK come over and say hi and happy sprinting, so thank you. And we had the Darling Rider join us. I just want to let you know that I do remember that you won the giveaway, and I have not forgotten about you. I just had some unexpected financial things come up, and I haven't been able to actually buy the book yet, but my husband got paid today, so I should be able to send it to you.
Which book did Darling Rider get again?
Romancing the Beat is what Jules had requested. So yeah, I have not forgotten about you. Just so you know. I just wasn't able to send it yet, but hopefully, I think Monday, because of Cyber Monday, and maybe it'll be on sale.
So worth it.
Maybe. Yeah. So, I definitely will be sending that to you still. Did I say hi to you, Devin, when you came in? Because I can't remember now. Hi, Devin. And Lizzie left for reading time, but is back now. And Chandra wrote 75 words. And Lizzie said, hey, that guy with all the links. Okay, so I realize now that I have made a grave error when I hit replace all, because all the ones that I had previously already replaced now have 2 quotes next to it. Yeah. So now I have to go and get rid of all the extra quotes.
And then do like 2 and then replace it with 1, or is that going to add 3?
You know what? Let me see what it will do.
Because also, depending on how much you've done, you can just like Control Z your way out of this situation, then go and highlight everything you haven't done and do it just for that area.
Okay, I think that may have worked. But it's gonna, every time I have it where it's 2 quotes, it looks at the one that I deleted and then the one that I replaced it with as 2 quotes. Let's see what that does. Oh, it does nothing. Okay, cool. Excellent. Okay, find next. Replace. Find next. Okay, that seems to work, so it'll take me less time to do it now. But I didn't think it was going to do that.
You're on Microsoft Word?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very anti-user friendly. Like
yeah, I'm learning that now.
It's openly hostile. And I have almost mastered it because I am too lazy to do stuff manually.
I still prefer it editing-wise. I prefer it over Google Docs. Plus the fact that this is a previously published, already formatted book, and there was no way for me to even get it on Google Docs. But
I also prefer it for like writing and just about. I prefer using it over Google Docs. The only upside to Google Docs for me is I can't figure out AirDrop. So Google Docs is available on both my computers, so I can be wherever the hell I want to be.
Yeah, that's why I usually will save a copy on the computer on Microsoft Word as well as in Google Docs. Because then if something happens to the computer, I still have the Google Docs version.
And like I'm pretty used to being able to get most everything that I've lost if I have the physical computer still. But not having to like take an extra step when I move from wanting to be sitting at my desk to wanting to be on my couch is
yeah, it's nice. I don't know. For editing, I have figured out that I definitely prefer using Microsoft Word. It just has some things that because I haven't used it in years, regularly used it in years until I started editing more, and so I've forgotten a lot of stuff that it has wrong with it.
And it's not that with Microsoft Office, I wouldn't say it's stuff that has wrong with it. It's stuff that's right for a very, very specific number of people.
Mm-hmm.
It's set up real well for 10 people on the entire planet, and they get to be happy while everyone else is sad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad that it's no worries from you about the giveaway. Working on a paper tonight, attempting to get some clarification in the brain and reorder some events on the outlines. My best friend's cousin's friends. Yeah, that's about right. Writing is a gift. And that is how my companion books work. Okay, well, I do think we're going to wrap up here, but I will send you to other streams. So let me start gathering links. And Haley, if you want, you could start doing an outro while I gather said links.
Okay, I was going to help gather links, but instead I will slowly pull up my script because I still have not got this memorized. And I should just know better and have it opened, or even better, I need to write it and put it on my computer. Just tape it to my MacBook. But it's open now, so all right, lovelies. I'm Haley Spence, or just Spence in the YouTube sphere. I write fiction and am a copywriter and a blog writer. I make videos whenever I want about art, sewing, baking, and other creative shenanigans. Coming up pretty soon, I don't have a date for it yet, but it's in the works, is I'm going to be doing a Don't Starve Till You Hit 10K writing challenge where I play the game Don't Starve, and following specific rules, try to write 10,000 words without dying. I also talk shit on Twitter at A Basic Absurdity, post my art on my art Instagram at uncanny.artistry, and you can also follow my personal Instagram, which is at A Basic Absurdity, like Twitter, which has basically devolved into vintage style inspired selfies and pictures of bread and cake and pie. And you get to decide which is a baked good and which is my face.
Wonderful. And I actually remembered to put the links in the description today. So all the links that she mentioned are in the description below. So you can just go click on those. The only streams that I can see for writing that are currently live is Charlie, which I put in the link there, HK Darkwood, which I put in the link there, and the Word Nerd, which I put in the link there. So you have options to go to continue writing. All right. Hello, my name is Meadow Lamoreaux. I'm streaming every day of November. There's only 3 days left after today. So, woo. Also, Sako had to drop out of the write-a-thon, so there is a time spot open for if somebody wants to host. It is 10 a.m. Eastern to noon Eastern on the 30th. So if you want to host that time slot, it is now open. She has a DMV appointment that she scheduled back in September and accidentally scheduled both things at the same time, so had to drop out of the write-a-thon because obviously the DMV is much more important.
Oh, thank goodness she got to the DMV appointment. She was having such a hard time with that.
Yeah, so she emailed me back. She's like, hey, which time slot did I sign up for? I forgot. And I told her, she's like, oh, shoot. Well, I hate to back out on you, but I'm like, oh, I get it. It's fine. Like, I will find someone. I mean, I'll fill it myself if nobody else takes it, but I'm sure somebody will want to take it. But on that note, one moment. Noelle's drawing on the floor.
Dun, dun, dun.
What do you think you're doing?
Oh, mom voice came out.
Have any tips for cleaning Sharpie off of a linoleum floor?
Rubbing alcohol.
Okay.
Like
I
the
will.
sooner the better, because it might.
I don't have any rubbing alcohol, so I might have to run to the store.
You got vodka?
Yes.
Use vodka.
Okay. All right. Well, let me wrap up quickly then. Okay. So I'm streaming every day. Write-a-thon, there's a time spot open. I also on Wednesdays do the Sims 4 3 play with Kat and Jace. So episode 9 will be coming up this next Wednesday. The Write-a-thon is happening on the 30th from midnight Eastern to midnight Eastern, and then on through to midnight Hawaiian. So definitely be there. Yeah, because I've never heard that mom voice before. Yeah, I just heard something running on the floor, and I'm like, oh, I just know she's drawn on the floor right now. I made her jump, and she dropped the marker and ran away. Okay. Starting in January, I'll be posting Arabic lessons on my channel. So if you are interested in learning Arabic or aren't sure and want to check it out, then you can stay tuned for those. And I'm also a freelance editor, so if you're interested in hiring me or my business partner, Jace, you can go to our website, rosecityediting.com. We offer developmental, line, copy, and proofreading. So definitely check out our website. It has our prices listed as well as a detailed step-by-step guide of exactly how we go about our process of editing with you. And you can contact us on there for a free sample edit. And on that note, that is all I have to say. And I'm going to go try to clean that up because this is an apartment that I rent, and I definitely don't want my floor to have blue Sharpie all over it. So I'm going to hit end broadcast, and I'm going to bid you all adieu. And, oh, yeah, right over it with a dry erase marker. That could work too.